Despite those dramatic issues inside the Modern Family, in real life, the actresses and actors from the show have even more crazy problems to deal with. Who made sure to regularly go under the knife? Who suffered during a seriously abusive relationship? And which actor was homeless before the show? Let's lift the veil. Sofia Vergara's ex tried to hijack her embryos. Sofia Vergara's personal life is occasionally the reason behind some crazy news, especially when it comes to her ex. While her current marriage to fellow TV star Joe Manganiello has remained relatively scandal-free, her former relationship with ex Nick Loeb has been a bit of a thorn in her side, and other parts of her body for that matter. While she was still with her ex-fiancé, she conceived 2 embryos with him, so that someday the two might want to have children as a married couple. But as we all know, Sofia chose to marry another hot guy. Loeb decided that he would sue Vergara for those 2 embryos. What is wrong with this guy? Vergara plans on fighting back. Can you blame me? She asked on the Howard Stern radio show. The battle for the embryos is an ongoing one, and any final decision made by a judge or court will set a strong precedent for reproductive law in the future. The situation is sticky, icky, and exceedingly personal for the actress to watch play out on a public forum as it is. Sarah Hyland was brutally assaulted. Growing up when you're on television and having a real life beyond that is hard to imagine. In 2014, Sarah Hyland talked about something that happened behind the scenes of Modern Family. She opened up about her relationship with actor Matt Prokop. You might remember this fella from High School Musical 3 and Geek Charming. Hyland admitted that Prokop terrorized her both verbally and physically during the last 4 years of their relationship. This guy must be a hell of a manipulator to make Sarah stick with him for so many years, and it becomes even darker when you find out that the relationship might even have included incidents of physical abuse. When she got her Modern Family mom, Julie Bowen, involved, Prokop allegedly threw a lighter at her and began to threaten her and her dog. Hyland broke up with Prokop and then got a restraining order against him. That seems to have been a wise decision. Sarah Hyland acts while battling a disease. More dark secrets are being revealed in Hyland's life. The actress who portrays Haley has experienced more than her fair share of pain and trauma at an early age. When she was just 21, Hyland opened up to the world and explained that she had kidney dysplasia. She ended up getting a kidney transplant, with the donated kidney coming from her father. "You know that family is going to be there for you no matter what," Hyland said to 17. "My dad gave me a freaking kidney!" But it's also the families that you create outside of your family, and you really find out what kind of people you're friends with. While she will be battling her kidney condition for the rest of her life, she doesn't let it determine her label in Hollywood. At 5 foot 2 inches, she is petite yet strong, and she has won 5 awards for her stellar acting skills. That's the spirit. Thanks for the inspiration, Sarah. Ariel Winter does not have a perfect family in real life. The actress behind the most intelligent member of the Dunphy family didn't always lead such a charmed life. Sure, Winter has success and money now, thanks to the wild popularity of Modern Family, but her personal life was far from golden when she was younger. Because of reported abuse from her parents, at the age of 17, Winter got a lawyer and went to court to emancipate herself from her mother and father. She stayed with her older sister while there were hearings about her custody, but a court eventually agreed to grant her independence, and now she's happier than ever. Although she remains estranged from her mother, she has now established a good relationship with her father. Ariel Winter's chest problems. Ariel has had one more issue to deal with. As the character of Alex hit puberty on the series, the actress did too. That became a problem for Ariel Winter because she began to feel that there was way too much focus on her chest. You can imagine that for a teenager, that's a lot to cope with. She also began to have a lot of back problems and pain as well. Eventually, she decided to have chest reduction surgery and was open with the world about the procedure. "I didn't want to not tell anybody and then have another million stories say, 'What happened to Ariel?'" Winter told Glamour. "She looks so different. And I also think there's some good that can come from telling my story. It's something that I did to better my life and my health, and I think that can benefit a lot of young girls. I felt happier with myself than I ever have." The girl does not stop inspiring others. Was it illegal at all? In the pilot episode, viewers immediately teared up as Cam and Mitchell, the show's gay couple, adopted a child together. There wasn't a dry eye in the house when they brought little Lily home. But there's just one serious problem with how Modern Family depicted that adoption. It probably wasn't legal, at least in terms of real-world law. The thing is that back when the pilot episode aired, it was not legal for a same-sex couple to adopt a child, and certainly not from a country like Vietnam. This means that the adoption was probably not technically allowed. However, it's a small plot hole that's long forgotten. Little Lily has grown up with a happy family life since that first episode. The Hiller twins hated being Lily. But let's reveal another secret about this baby girl. Just like every other sitcom that has featured babies, the role of baby Lily was actually portrayed by twin siblings. That role was first played by Ella and Jaden Hiller, but the role eventually got recast because the twins were so difficult to work with. It seemed that the twin infants just really didn't like acting. They became very agitated and upset almost every time they had to be in a scene. Hollywood just wasn't their thing. They got replaced in the third season by Aubrey Anderson Emmons, who was a lot more into being Lily for the series. Anderson Emmons also got something the Hiller twins never got: actual lines. The Hiller twins are supposedly enjoying their early retirement from showbiz. Julie Bowen health struggles. Claire Dunphy might wear mom clothes on the series, but the actress Julie Bowen is much more obsessed with appearances. Fans have remarked in the past about how thin the actress is, particularly after seeing her on the red carpet at events and hearing her talk about how she doesn't eat anything days before such an event. Rumors began surfacing that Bowen suffered from a diet obsession, which led to her eating only one meal a day. Reports then later surfaced that ABC's producers intervened and tried to get her to eat more because her character needed to bulk up and look more like a soccer mom. Considering that the actress has a heart condition, if it's true, it's probably not a healthy choice. More on that right now. Perhaps what's most upsetting about Julie Bowen's dietary fixation is that she also has a heart condition that requires her to wear a pacemaker. In her 20s, she received a diagnosis from her doctor for a condition called hypervagitona, which means that her heart occasionally beats slower than it should. Because of that, she has worn a pacemaker for most of her adult life. Bowen refers to the pacemaker as a monitor for me because it helps her heart maintain a steady rate. She admits that she's become less aware of it over time, and that she's grateful to live during a time when the technology exists to treat my condition. But she's since come to terms with her reality, which includes going back under the knife every 7 years to have the device repaired. Perhaps that's why she's always stressing the importance of health and exercise. Ty Burrell was very poor before making it big. Before Modern Family, Ty Burrell might have enjoyed a few roles of note, like his decidedly unfunny turn as a cocky opportunist thrust in the zombie apocalypse in the Dawn of the Dead remake, and his small role in The Incredible Hulk. Yes, he was there. Though when he first made his way to Hollywood, he was in pretty poor shape, as in literally poor. He later admitted to being homeless during his earliest days of trying to make it in showbiz, saying, "I'd just gotten out of college, I was getting these jobs for $200 a week, so because I couldn't afford rent, I decided to live in my van. I was rousted a lot by police. I moved almost every night. I had a whole routine where I would go shower at the gym, and then I would go cruise the buffet table for breakfast at like a hotel." With 2 primetime Emmys now under his belt, there's no doubt his buffet line cruising days are done. Jesse Tyler Ferguson had a cancer scare. Jesse Tyler Ferguson, whose on-screen alter ego Mitchell Pritchett has arrived as a voice of both reason and snark throughout the many quirks that surround him, has actually overcome a skin cancer scare in 2015 that required facial surgery. He told ABC News that he had to have a piece of his skin taken out of his cheek, though it was nothing serious. He said, "I've never had a brush with cancer before. Having to do something on my face was very scary. My face is my livelihood in this business. It was overwhelming." Ferguson shared a post-surgical image of his treatment and teased that the makeup team for Modern Family would have their hands full with his visible incision, so clearly his spirit never wavered. The set works double duty. To save space, some of the rooms on the Modern Family set work double duty and provide the backdrop for more than one scene. For example, the Dunphy daughters have their bedroom, which is actually their parents' bedroom. The crew on the Modern Family set have to constantly be on hand to replace some of the furniture and change it around in order to make each bedroom look distinct from the other. So the next time you sit down to watch Modern Family, pay attention and see if you can tell that the sister's bedroom is the same room as the parents' boudoir. What other secrets do you know from Modern Family? Dare to share in the comments below, and don't forget to press the subscribe button to get more awesome videos about your favorite stars.